the end of the farmhouse wall, and this is a window. Obviously we've made a feature of the window.
Put some lights in, all covered in cobwebs, but they work.
Get a decent night's sleep without things falling off the wall and the ceiling, so that would be good.
Hello and welcome to our channel, Portugal on a Shoestring.
Hello again, welcome back to Portugal on a Shoestring.
Hello.
We've been asked a few times now if we could do a plan and a walk around, so we thought, right, we'll dedicate this video to that. I've made up a floor plan on the computer, and what we'll do, we'll keep flashing that up and indicate whereabouts on the map we are.
We are here.
We are here, yeah, that type of thing.
Yeah, because we've got a couple of comments, because I know that when you're watching the videos it's quite difficult to know.
It's confusing, isn't
it is, because we're working all on different parts of the house, and like it's very confusing for you guys to know exactly whereabouts we are in the house. Yeah. So a couple of people said this week, can you please show us where you are?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So I thought, great.
Yeah, this is a shot of the front of the house. That was built 1900s.
The middle bit.
Yeah, just the centre section. That's all 60 centimetres thick walls, stone walls, about 18-20 inches, and solid and really cool.
Yeah, it keeps the place cool.
In the summer.
Yeah.
It's not that warm in the winter, but yeah.
No, I found it a lot warmer than the extended parts. The extensions are a lot colder than the big thick stone walls.
Yeah.
So the newer builds are actually colder.
So originally it was one house.
Yeah. That
centre section, just one house for one family. At some point in the past, it was divided into two, and they basically blocked off a corridor.
Yeah.
Which you'll see in a bit, and we're intending to knock through to create one house again.
Yeah, we'd like to have just one big house.
And then at a later date, at some point, an addition was put on one side and on the other side as well. So
I think they just through stages they just built extra bits on just to accommodate their family. So,
yeah, it's probably as one child grew older, got married, they split it off so they'd have separate living accommodation.
So it's quite a good idea.
Yeah.
Just split it into two houses. So, but yeah, we'll show you what we're up to there as well.
Yeah, so we'll take you around. But this is the back door, or what we call the back door. It's actually the side of the house.
Yes, we just call it the back door.
And this leads through to a small bathroom and into the kitchen. So, you want to follow us?
Right, go ahead.
Go ahead. Alright, straight off that back door is this little bathroom. Not really done a great deal to it. We cleaned it up a little bit and put a floor down and stuff. But all the tiles are original. They're all cracked and discoloured. But this is all going to get fully refurbished eventually. So we just got it functional while we moved on with other stuff. Gave us somewhere to use.
This is our kitchen that you've seen before.
Yeah. So we'll mark each room as we go along. We'll flash up the plan and we'll mark where it is. So we'll show you that now.
So this is the kitchen you've seen, but when you look outside, you can see the vegetable garden straight out this window. And it's the extension at the back of the house, like a block.
Yeah, but originally this room, it had a sort of a beam came down to about here, which we had to take out. And it also had a great big fireplace in the corner. Now, this is actually still what supports the chimney above. So we just took everything below the ceiling out, and these are brick walls to support the chimney. That's what they're there for. It's not just a design choice.
Also, because this is an extension, this used to be the end of the farmhouse wall, and this is a window. obviously we've made a feature of the window, and this would have been the back door. I imagine they would probably have steps going down, but we don't know. We don't have any sort of plans about that. But this door is into what's going to be our utility. And I think you saw it last week, Brian was showed you around a little bit.
Yeah, let's show them that. So, this is work in progress.
Yeah.
We made a platform to put the tumble dryer on, so that takes up less space. It's only a small room. We're doing the ceiling at the moment and electrics. We'll also be blocking, there's a door here, we'll block that off, and we'll be putting shelves along here. So this will be basically a pantry.
Yeah, give me more storage.
Yeah. We've got a chest freezer and a fridge freezer in here. And yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, so it's ongoing.
Yeah. But this is why we didn't put any wall cabinets in the kitchen, is because we were always intending to use this as the food storage.
Onwards.
Onwards and upwards. Right, we'll just go through to the living room.
Right, this is sort of like a makeshift hallway. It's strange because it goes from the living room and there's this little corridor into the kitchen.
Pretty useless really, isn't
It's
it?
not so good. We are intending to bring this wall forward because it's a waste of space, and we're going to make the bedroom that's next to it a bit bigger.
Yeah, it's only a couple of feet, but it makes all
But it
the
makes difference to the bedrooms because the bedrooms are always smaller in Portugal at old houses.
Yeah.
This is
So this is where we have the computer. I keep my clothes here and stuff like that because my room's only very small. There's no room for a chest of drawers. Or anything.
Yeah, that's the only trouble with older houses. They are quite small rooms for the bedrooms. So you're all right if you've just got a little bed. But if you've got a king-size bed, it takes up most of the room.
Yeah.
Just want to show you this. When we're in the utility room, Brian showed the doorway that we're going to block up. So this is this that goes into the hallway at the moment. So this is going to be filled in and it'll just be a separate room. We've got a curtain on it at the moment because there's no ceiling up. It blows a gale through here because it's all open. So I just took it in there. Right, living room. Sorry about the mess, guys.
Well, it's a living room. We live in it.
Well, can't seem to keep it any tidier.
No.
So, but it's a lot better than it was.
Yeah.
Because when we arrived.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we haven't really done anything to it other than just paint it, clean it up. There was a load of junk in here, that type of thing, wasn't there?
Yeah, we just emptied it. And, we lived in this room because we didn't have a kitchen.
Yeah, we basically lived in this room and one bedroom while we got other parts done.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, at least we've got, like, sort of lounge living room stuff in here now and not a kitchen. So, we're moving on. We're making progress.
Yeah. Wait, should we show them the bedrooms?
Yeah, we'll show
Well,
the bedroom.
Actually, before we show them that, we'll show them this hallway.
Alright, this is my little project at the moment. This is where the doorway used to be through, for the whole of the farmhouse. And like we said, at some stage they blocked it off. So I want to break through. So this is the doorway. So this is what I've done so far. And like that wall that I did, there's just like big planks that we could probably use as well. So I've only done this side, I haven't done the other side yet. But initially we didn't use this bedroom because we just used the one at the front, but we got visitors and helpers, so we decided to put a bed in this room, and now I sleep in here because, I snore quite a lot and I sort of...
So do I.
I roll around a lot, move around, and we just disturb each other, so we ended up sleeping separate beds. Much easier, get some sleep. I'm sorry about the mess. You have to have mosquito nets up quite a lot.
And one of the reasons you're actually going to move to the other side of the house is, I don't know if you can see in that corner, broken ceiling, and there's a few of them little bits around the room, and it drops muck down. And
this is like a plastic bag, this, up here. It's like plastic I've put on the top of the mosquito net, because before we had the roof done, I was getting leaks through as well, because there's huge holes in the ceiling. So yeah, I'm looking for an upgrade, to be honest.
Yeah, so we've got a temporary solution, which we'll show you in a bit. Should make life a little bit nicer anyway.
Oh, the luxury. Right, and this is the other bedroom in this half of the house.
This is my bedroom.
This is the one that we did start to share at the beginning, but wasn't working out, was it? Yeah, like I said, quite small. You can just about get either side of the bed. Massive crack down the wall there. I don't know if you can see that. Again, more work to do. So yeah, so this is a...
Yeah, not a lot to be said for this, because it's just a box, really, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So like I say, this is the first half of the house. And shall we move on to the second part?
Right, so that's this side of the house covered.
Yeah.
So we'll go out next, and we have to go outside and then in again, because Diane hasn't got round to it.
Well, the thing is, somebody hasn't put the windows in next door, so it blows a gale through.
It's hot.
It's open to the elements, and I don't like it. So we need a new window put in there.
Yeah, which we've got. We just haven't got round to it yet. Right.
Right. Yeah. This is the other side of that corridor. The one I'm breaking through. So this is where the doorway was. So I will be starting on this soon as he gets his act together and sorts that window out, which we'll show you in a bit.
But this is, it's like another living room.
Yeah, it's the same size as the other lounge, the living room.
We're planning on making this into a sort of library, dining room, possibly pool room. Depends how I can work it.
Yeah, it depends if he's a good lad. He might get a pool table that might convert into a dining table. We'll see.
But again, like with the other rooms, all the ceilings have got to come down. And we've actually got a separate power supply into this side of the house.
It always had that.
It always had that.
Really.
Now we could have combined the two, but we decided to keep them separate so that I'm planning on doing a workshop downstairs, and I wanted a power supply that could handle that and not affect the rest of the house.
Plus, it's easier because you're not wiring all the way through a massive house. You know, it means you can start it from here and then run through this side. So it's a lot easier. It's a
little bit more expensive because there's an additional standard charge.
It's worth it for the flexibility, really.
Yeah.
But this is a really good room. I'm looking forward to having this and getting all my books out.
Yeah, because one of the things we're going to do is when we've done Diane's bedroom, which you'll show you in a second, we're going to actually do this room after that, I think, and get this livable. And then we're going to move everything from the living room into here so that we can then work in there.
So that's why we've decided to start doing things on this side, isn't it? Because ultimately we want to get this done so we can move across.
And then we can start on the other side. Because there's a lot of work needs doing there. Floors need sorting and ceilings and all sorts.
So you just got to move rooms all the time,
Just shuffle things around.
Have a shuffle. But if we show you in...
this is going to be Diane's room. So
and if you've watched our videos before, you've seen me working here anyway.
Yeah.
So come on. Right, so I'll show you the window I was talking about. I'm not quite comfortable with it, blowing a gale through the other side of the house. And things flying in. to be fair, the reason why he hasn't put this window in is because, if you can see this wood, it's actually bracing the scaffolding, and he needs the scaffolding on up to do the drainage.
So the gutter in for the roof.
Yeah, the gutter in for the roof. So the thing is, just we're juggling so many jobs. This can't get done because another thing needs doing, and then, you know, he's doing the utility because I'm really fed up of washing all the washing machine down and everything down because there's no ceiling. So I said, do me ceiling, please. And then we've got to obviously wait for the window. And I could do it. But
yes, absolutely you could. But you couldn't do it on your own.
I need some supervision.
Not only because you don't know what you're doing yet.
I need to be supervised.
But you absolutely could fit the window, no problem at all. But I'd have to be with you anyway.
No,
so
you can't.
It's still taking me away from another job.
So the trouble is, the drainage needs doing, but it's so hot. We've literally got a couple of hours in the morning to do a couple of jobs, and you've just got to choose your jobs because it's so hot in the afternoon. There's no way he's getting out on this. So so prioritising, it's hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Now we've got a load of plasterboard on the floor at the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously for the utility room and some for in here when we do this ceiling as well. This is going to be Diane's room. So you've seen in previous videos she took the wall down and everything, which was interesting.
It was a discovery. It was difficult because I wasn't sure what I was going to break into.
So that needs cleaning up. We'll put a new ceiling in here. This door is going to get removed and it's going to be just a plain wall.
Yeah, I want it blocked off. I only want one door in. Well, I want the door over there and then door into the bathroom.
Yeah, and this is the door we made.
It's a nice brand new door, which is nice.
Otherwise, there's not a lot gone on in here because we're sort of moved on with other stuff.
Yeah, we've just been juggling.
So we took the ceiling down and then stopped really, didn't we?
Yeah, that's it. I wanted to just get the room into one from the two rooms. And then we brought the ceiling down with the help of Jonathan and Kate when they visited, and it was brilliant because the roofers could put the scaffolding up and do it from this room, so that worked out really well.
So
this is a work in progress.
Now we start getting on to some rooms that have actually been done.
And you've seen,
so
this is the door into what we're calling the boiler room, because there's a boiler in it basically, but you know. So this is this way. Right.
Right, so...
Not just the boiler room. I'm in the process of moving into this room for my bedroom. Because I'm fed up of things dropping on my head in the other one.
Yeah.
It's not...
it's a clean room.
It's a clean room and it's close to a bathroom.
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
right
really
next to
happy.
the bathroom. So.
It's like ensuite really.
So you're going to use this as a temporary bedroom.
Yeah, this is my temporary bedroom.
Until her main one gets sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move into here, get a decent night's sleep without things falling off the wall and the ceiling. So that would be good.
As you've seen with this room, the floor's been done, tiled.
You see it been painted.
Ceiling's been put in place, loft hatch, lighting, walls have all been painted. The only thing really is it's got a boiler in it. But it's not, it's only an electric immersion heater one, it's not noisy or anything. So this is the water heater, boiler.
Boiler room.
It's a 100 litre immersion heater basically, just fed off its own supply from the fuse box. Yeah, it's about 1500 watts I think, but that should be plenty. It's only providing water for the bathroom. Yeah. So should we have a look at the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm going to have a nice bath in the winter time. And there's here's the bathroom that you've seen before.
Yeah.
So this is where this is. So that you know in future where we're talking about.
Your ensuite. But yeah, again, this is all fully done. Ceiling, walls were tiled previously. I've stripped all of them off. So it was all a bit more messy than we were expecting, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, none of the walls are straight in this house.
No.
That's the trouble. Nothing square.
Don't come to Portugal with a right angle, it just won't work.
Now, you watched us last week bringing the ceiling down. It was last week, wasn't it?
It
Seems a long time ago. You saw us blocking up the door. Now, this door is where we blocked up, and we'll show you the other side to that.
Yeah.
Because it's all nailed shut, and that's so we'll go round and show you.
But obviously that was, we didn't mind blocking that up because we knew the bed was going to be against it, so it's not going to get used until Dan moves back into another room, and then we reopen that again.
And plus we wanted to make sure there was none of the dust from the ceiling come through into this room.
And it worked really well.
If we move on through, we'll have to go this way to go round again.
Yeah, go on, after you.
This door is the end of the farmhouse, the original farmhouse.
Yeah, on the plans it's that thick line.
Okay, so you can see the depth. We'll show you the depth of the wall. So this is where the old one ends. Big thick walls.
Hang on a sec. Want a tape measure? We've got there to there is exactly 60 centimetres.
Very good.
That's how thick the walls are.
Yeah, so that's the original. So we'll go through. And this is the room you saw last week.
Yeah, when we took the ceiling
down. And this is the door to the boiler room, my bedroom now, almost, that we blocked up.
We're going to be throwing this door away when we've finished, because we'll make another farmhouse style door. Yeah. So this is just a temporary one, just to block up the hole.
Oh, mine's got a lot of doors to me.
Yeah, it's another
10 or 11?
Yeah, I think it's 11. 11 more doors for me.
It's a good job he's really good at them, isn't it? Really
actually, that's not counting the front doors. They're a bigger job. Anyway.
Right, get back to subject.
Yeah.
I wanted to let you know that this isn't wallpaper. This is a stencil. It's paint onto plaster. When you see us tiling over it or anything, it's not wallpaper.
Yeah.
It's just plaster with paint.
It's just paint.
Yeah. But it's quite effective.
I know. Yeah, it's a personal choice.
I quite like this one.
I don't. I think they're all ugly.
Oh, look, hearts.
Yeah. I know people have said, oh, you should preserve it. It's, no.
Already got in trouble with storage.
Yeah.
Where do I put
We'll be putting a ceiling in that's a bit lower than the original one. So above that, it will be left. So you can't see it.
You can see it if you go in the loft.
Yeah. But no, none of it is in good condition.
Yeah.
It looks okay from a distance.
Chunks out of it.
But there's pieces missing, there's damage to walls, things like that. It's impossible to neaten it off and make it look good.
Well, it's quite dirty and mouldy as well when you see it close up as well. We were wondering what to do with this room. Because of this doorway, you've got access here through this doorway, but then there's going to be another doorway. We need to have that corridor in the boiler room into the bathroom for the rest of the house. So it's
it's not just your bathroom.
I know, it's not just mine. But eventually everybody's allowed to use it. But then there's another doorway this way that goes into another section. So basically you're just walking through a room. So it can't be a bedroom. So what do you do with it? It's small. What do you do?
Yeah. I mean, it's too small to... I mean, we could put a wall across here with a door in it, but it's going to create such a small room. It doesn't look so bad with the wide angle lens. It makes it look bigger. We're using that so that you can see the rooms properly. But in reality, if we put a wall across here, this would only be just over 2 meters by 2.5. So it's only like a little box room. So what we're planning on doing really is doing some built-in units to about here. So level with the window perhaps, same on this side, and then maybe chest of drawers or something like that in between. Yeah, we'll we can have a play with that. You'd get a single bed in it and maybe a chest of drawers, but that's about it. It's not really worth it.
See, we've been trying to come up with what
Yeah.
to do with it, but I've decided that you need more storage. I always need more storage, so I've decided just to put cupboards in to make it look nice as possible, because it's basically just a walk-through room. You know, just walk through it. And plus, I always need space for hanging like winter coats in the summer and longer dresses if I ever get a dress on, like if I have an opportunity to wear a nice dress.
But if anybody's got any ideas what we could use it for, send them in, because like I say, we're a bit stuck. It's an awkward shaped room.
It is.
To do anything with. Like you say, you could put a wall across, create a sort of corridor here and a small room. Yeah. But it is only a small room.
It's so difficult because it's basically a walk through. You walk through that one, you walk through that one, and you walk through this door. So it's basically just square corridor. So I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
So if we move on, we're just. I'm digressing. I'm just waffling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's because we've thought a lot about this. So there's a lot of different ideas we've gone through. And we're still not sure what to do.
Well, that's it. Things change so much all the time. Yeah. Right, through here.
Right. So this is the end of the extension part. We've got 3 windows there. They all need replacing, but once they're done, this will be a nice big bright room.
Yes.
And your plan for this is to make it into like a craft activity room with plenty of light. It's nice to do.
Depending on how these windows come out and what we can do with them. Obviously, I want to make the windows as big as possible because I get a lot of light, and then I've got a lot of sort of workspace, so I can have a nice craft room, which is I really like, and also be a nice place just to sit, and you can see all the trees to the garden and everything. So be a nice winter room, with it being darker in the winter. This is the last door on the front that you can see from the front image. Yeah,
it's the red door right at the left hand
right at the end.
And this is how we access this building normally. It's a nice room. I think what we'll be doing is we'll actually be blocking this off, and we'll leave the doors on the outside so it still looks like a doorway. But so keep the main look of the building. But we'll block it off on the inside, so there won't be an access here. It'll only be through this door here.
Door, yeah. So, and behind the camera is the last room. Right. This is a bit grim, this room.
It is, isn't it? This, again, it's level with the craft room. It's the end of the building. This was the original kitchen, believe it or not. This is a big old chimney. This goes all the way across. Not sure what we're going to do with that because I don't fancy taking it down. Ceiling's rotted, that all needs to come out. But this is a dumping ground at the moment. Everything we haven't got a use for the next few months, we shove in here. But, this would probably be a nice feature. And it could probably be like a little sitting room snug type thing, couldn't it? We put a little log burner inside.
Well, that's what we originally was thinking about, having a little snug. But obviously, it's one of the last things we would probably do.
Yeah, it's a long way down the road.
Well, not the last thing. I'm just thinking the last thing in this part of the house.
I forgot we had some of this stuff.
I've been collecting jars. I always collect jars.
Yeah, get loads of jars. For when we get to doing pickling and jamming and preserving and stuff.
And that's why he's doing the utility room, my pantry, so I can get lots of things stored for the winter. So this is the end.
Yeah, that's the end of the building. Now, we have some steps here which are quite scary.
Really scary.
I like that. Massive.
Show them the scary steps.
So they're about 12-inch each step. So it's quite a drop. And it's good exercise when you're coming up though. So as well as this half of the house that you've just seen, we've also got some outbuildings You may have seen me doing the workshop floor and things like that. But yeah, we'll just take you through and I'll show you these. So this is the room. They used to keep chickens in here, and the floor was like a big 12-inch deep hole in the middle of it, things like that. I put a concrete floor down, self-leveled it and tiled it. We put these shelves in to store all my junk, and we also put a couple of cabinets are made up and a bit of workbench. We've got the tools here for the cars and things like that. So yeah, it's this has worked really well. It's kept it organised to a certain extent. This is actually quite tidy to what it normally is, to be honest. Yeah, we put a door on it, put some lights in, all covered in cobwebs, but they work. Anyway, we'll go round and we'll show you the other bits. Now this section, it used to be used for keeping rabbits. It's full of wood and tiles and stuff like that at the moment. So we'll show you. Yeah, and this is the other section. These are some of the pieces of wood from that wall that Diane took down in the bedroom. So we'll be using them for something. We've got a load more still up in the roof from when the roofers were using them as platforms. Ultimately, there is actually a doorway that's been bricked up that can be removed again from the bullock store or bullock shelter. Now our plans were to actually level that and build some more accommodation. Now we may knock through that door and have this as part of it as well. So we're not sure, two minds whether to use it as an extension to the workshop or whether to make it into more living space. It's a thing for a long way in the future, so not too worried about that at the moment. There's possibilities. But next to it is what used to be kept the bullock in for ploughing the back and stuff like that. So I'll quickly show you that. It's a bit scary, so I'm not going inside. You'll have to just see it from the outside. So this is where they used to keep the bullock. It's a lower level than the bathroom, but there's only like a single skin brick wall in between them with nothing above it. This did have a floor, but it's all rotted. It's full of woodworm. It's got water damage. Yeah, I'm not going underneath there until we sort of take it all down and that. If we can fill all that in, put a floor across, then that gives us a large area that we can increase into either living accommodation or workshop or whatever we fancy. It's a project for down the road, but yeah, it's got potential. Anybody's got any ideas, send them in, because they're always looking for something to do. Now this is the view from the back of the house, and to the right this is where the bathroom is. That's an extension that comes forward from the rest of the house. And on this side, this is the kitchen. Again, it's built out and there's a space underneath it. The bit where you see the new roof is, that's the original building. So that's the 130-year-old section. Right, I'll just go and show you underneath as well while we're here. Oh. Right, Now this is the first adega, or wine cellar, storage cellar, whatever you want to call it. We've got a big old wine tank here. We're not going to be using that, so we're going to be smashing that up. We'll use it to form part of the floor when we get around to that. But what is the thing in here is we've got this great big beam that's overhead. Now that's about 16, 18 inch diameter, and it goes from one side to the other. That supports the main floor. Unfortunately, it's deteriorated and it looks like at that end it's starting to rot out. So it is supported on this, which was here when we came, and I've put a couple of acros on the floor either side of it just to give it some extra support. But ultimately, I think this will either have to be supported with a pillar somewhere here or removed entirely. I'd like to leave it because the bulk of it is absolutely fine. It's only that end that's got some damage to it. Yeah, you used to keep animals in here. I know there's evidence of that. But originally it would have been for making wine, keeping wine here, storing root vegetables and all that type of stuff. There's another one of these on the other side, and then a third one as well. Right, so this is entering the underneath of the house from the extension end, so the far left hand end. This is under the new build. New build. It's like 50, 60 years old or something. But it's all constructed on concrete columns with reinforced concrete beams across as well. So this is all quite solid actually. We do have a bit of bounce in one floor, but that's because for some reason, instead of doing the beams across where the shortest, you've put them where the longest. I'm not sure why, but what I'll do, I'll just put a reinforcing beam in the middle and that will take out any of the bounce. This section's been divided off with a sort of wooden plank wall. Not sure why, there's no door on it or anything. We've also got this section in here. Again, we've got another wine tank here. And there's actually I don't know if you can see that, slightly arched. That is a blocked up doorway into that first cellar that we looked at. But my original plan was to make this into a workshop. I like doing a bit of woodwork, and I thought, clear all this out, put a nice concrete floor in, tile it, get some woodworking machinery, some decent lights, yeah. We got another one of these beams, but this one's in very good condition, so no issues with that at all. So that's basically it. That's the whole house. If there's any sort of particular rooms you'd like more detail on, whether to ask a question of what we're going to do or suggestions, always love suggestions. Yeah, just put them down in the comments. It's great to hear from you anyway. It always is. But if you've got a useful suggestion, yeah, you'll be our heroes. Anyway, I think that's taken enough of your time up. So we'll call that a day and we'll finish the video here. See you all again next week. Bye now. House that you've just seen. We've also put a couple of
You coming?
do you want to try it again? Without talking to me. To the from the right hand corner to where the roof changes height.
Sorry, I'll just stop laughing.
Yeah, no problem. We'll start
Right.
again.
And then the cicadas will start. Oh, go and live in the country, it's nice. It's bedlam.
Bloody noisy as hell.